I have not had 8 hours of sleep since 2K22 have dropped, but the grind don't stop.
There is a lot going on aboard the Concha del Mar, including some really fun events. Get started this weekend at Specialty Appreciation Defender. If you have a lot of badge points invested into...
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups. Welcome, everyone. Here it is. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And after a long offseason, both teams sure would like to kick things off with a win.
Yeah, don't forget, BA, these early games count the same as the ones down the stretch. A hot start can make all the difference in building momentum and getting you to your ultimate goal.
Leonard for 3. Tips it. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
First bucket of the evening. Now, both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now here's Jokic. Murray passes to Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon? He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
George finds Leonard. There's the 3. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Boy, when you think about Kawhi Leonard's career, one of the things that I always struck by is how he has been a model of efficiency. So smart when it comes to getting his shot and taking the right shots. Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Out to the right wing. First quarter and about a minute and a half in. George passes to Leonard. That one no good. Great D that time from Porter. You know, Doris, with Kawhi, the career numbers speak for themselves.
That's exactly right. A shade under 50% from the floor. In range to get to 40% from deep. No matter how you slice it, Kawhi is an efficient #1 option.
George's shot is good.
Well, Paul George, so dangerous from beyond the arc. You better get a hand up and contest.
Pass to Porter. Shot is up. Here's Barton, and that one is stuffed right through.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Murray against Jackson. Zubats with it. Leonard passes to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Rejected by Jokic.
Assertive defense from Jokic, using all of his reach to get on top of the shot and deny it.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Now here's Porter. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Zubats. Leonard against Murray. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. No good on the three.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Knocks down the long J.
Good awareness by Murray. Sees a hole in the defense and feeds the guy ready to exploit it.
And here's Leonard. From deep three-point range. Leonard can't get that one to fall.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Now here's Murray. They trail by 1. Porter, the pass to Gordon. To the right side. Zubats with the steal. Leonard on the take. Oh, they get a hand on it. Leonard against Porter. Gordon down low. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
George for 3. Sinks it from distance. George has got 6 points.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
Zubats with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Jack's up a 3. George's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 to get things underway. And stolen by Leonard. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And the dunk by Jackson.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Back to George. And that one hits the back iron. And here they come. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. Here's Jackson. Up in time. And that's not going to go. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their play is... Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Barton, the pass to Murray. Tipped. And here comes the break. Back to Leonard. It's George on the wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Barton finds Gordon. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. And a deep three from Leonard. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in the game. 14 feet away. That's short off the rim. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George passes to Leonard. Out of bounds. The Clippers will keep possession.
Clippers ball.
For 3, George.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge. Boy, it's hard not to think about Paul George and what many consider to be that devastating leg injury he suffered. There were people who doubted whether he could come back, and now stronger than ever.
Leonard outside. Pass to George. Clock at 6. And here's Zubac. Now Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, this guy is never a bad option in a tough situation. Kawhi Leonard under duress. Nicely done.
And with Paul George in that injury, as it happened, we weren't sure he'd ever play again.
That's exactly right. It shows the determination he has and how much love for the game of basketball. He overcame that physical setback and the mental toll that's part of that, and still enjoying an incredible NBA career.
Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Murray's shot is good. And it's now only a 5-point Clipper lead.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Jackson against Murray. 18 feet out. That one a little long.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Gordon, left side. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. Porter with the steal. The putback. The shot no good. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from distance during the second quarter. Oh, got a piece of it. Out of bounds. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. Leonard outside. He takes it in. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. Murray against Jackson. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. On the wing, Barton. Shot clock at 6. Murray passes to Gordon.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Inside. Kicks it out to Jackson. To the middle. And they recover it. Zubac passes to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nuggets trail.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Well, it's amazing. If you finish quarters the right way, it can have such a great impact on the outcome of a game.
Here's Porter. And another miss by Denver. Now here's Leonard. Releases from 15. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials getting together here. They may want to review this one. And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They lead by 9 points. Jack, what was your...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. The Clippers in the lead. Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. And it's Zubac in at the 5, down low. And the Nuggets shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Porter's shot is off. And for the Clippers, they're shooting about 35% so far in this game. Here's George. Leonard on the wing. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 9. Well, with last season's MVP award going to a center in Nikola Jokic for the first time in over 20 years, how would you evaluate the place of that position in today's NBA?
Well, PA, you make a great point because the top 2 candidates for MVP were actually in the center position, Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. To me, it's about how skilled is that 5 spot. If you have guys who can control the action, who can score inside and out, who are exceptional at making plays as a passer, don't underestimate the 5 position. As long as there's a highly skilled guy at the position, it will always be in vogue.
Ibaka, the pass to Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Kennard can't get it to go.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Morris for 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent. Boy, Serge Ibaka has had a lot of roles over the course of what is now a long NBA career. Certainly, he is a guy who can still pick his spots and be very effective.
And it's Morris penetrating. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
And with Ibaka and his age, as you said, he knows when to pick his spots.
And that's what you come to expect from veterans, right? You can't go all out all the time. Ibaka and others know how to dial it up when it's necessary.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Pass to Green. Here's Dozier. Here's Rivers, defended by Kennard. Rivers' shot is off.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Kennard finds Ibaka. Back to Kennard for 3. It's rebounded by Najee.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Green. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Denver, Jeff Green.
And both free throws good for Green. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Bledsoe outside. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Ibaka. And the jam by Ibaka.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Here's Najee. To the inside. Oh, swiped away. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, BA. Well, the players on two-way contracts getting expanded opportunities last season after the league eliminated the 50-game cap and permitted them to take part in the playoffs. The pandemic played a role, but, guys, teams are continuing to find contributors among these scrappy young players.
Well, it's all about opportunity, Allie. Thanks. Bledsoe finds Kennard. Back to Bledsoe. Ibaka down low. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Bledsoe.
You know, I've got to say, defensively, the effort simply hasn't been there this half. They've got to pick up their energy.
Back to Morris. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
23 seconds left in the third quarter here. Bledsoe with it. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kennard outside. Puts up a three. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Well, just an easy hoop, all set up by the passing instincts of Eric Bledsoe.
Here's Rivers. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Clippers ahead. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Austin Rivers out there with Monte Morris. Then it's Green, and it's Najee in at the 5. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. That shot off. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Here's Kennard. Three-pointer off the mark. And for Denver, they're shooting a low 31%. Their offense is lacking. Rivers' shot is off.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop. Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And here's Kennard.
Nuggets foul.
And it's a completely new group here for the
That's his
Nuggets.
first personal foul. First team foul.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Leonard passes to George. Just 5 on the clock. Jackson right side. Pulls it. That one's wide left.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. He's guarded by Barton. And the layup falls. And the Clippers lead by 17.
Well, that's just stellar concentration from the talented forward. Marcus Morris effective at keeping his balance on these tough finishes.
Murray drives in. Pass to Jokic. Murray with it. Defended by Jackson. George against Barton. Now Murray. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the dunk by Leonard.
Incredible wingspan, unbelievable hands. The alley-oop is easy.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Barton. Shots blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Up top, Jackson. On the take, Zubac. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Leonard for 3, kept alive.
2 minutes remaining in the
It's George on the wing. Down low. 6 to shoot. Tries again. And that one's good.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level scorer. Paul George, yes, sir.
Murray passes to Porter. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Murray. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
George passes to Jackson. Tipped away. Back to George. Shoots it from the corner. Gordon pulls it in.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And he gets that one.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Porter. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against the Clippers. That's good from Porter. Porter hits them both. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Jackson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Jackson outside. Denver grabs the miss. And here's Porter outside. Good work defensively by Leonard. Here's Jackson. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
We do a great job.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
view of the move. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the small forward. And for Dallas, the guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. Finney-Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. And it's Powell in at the center position. And here we are, opening night. Brent, do you have some special memories from an opening night you played in?
Man, I'm fired up, Kevin. Opening night. I hope you're excited. I know you are. I remember back in 1995, those many years ago, we had played against the Phoenix Suns, and they at the time had a player that said something during a free throw when the arena was completely quiet. Clippers against Suns. I can't repeat it in this broadcast, but at the commercial break, Kevin, I'll share it with you. But thank you for reminding me of it.
Now Porzingis, Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Jackson. Outside, George takes the 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Doncic looking it over. Porzingis inside. That shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
Porzingis at the elbow. Stolen. Zubac with it. In the corner, George with it. Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Kicks it out to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got 6. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Porzingis finds Doncic. 2 minutes remaining. 6 on the shot clock. 2 minutes. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, quick look.
Now here is George. Into the lane. To the wing on the left. From past the arc. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. There's the pass to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Back to George. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here, coming off a terrific season. 5th in assists, and of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
I don't know who's going to get up to that as Porzingis skies for the dunk.
Jackson passes to Leonard. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Hardaway with it. George picks him up. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's foul number 2 for him.
Now with 2 fouls here in the first quarter, everything changes for him. He's got to be more careful on defense.
46 seconds left to play here in the first. Hardaway with the steal. Finney-Smith kicks to Powell. Leonard against Hardaway. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Zubac. And that one goes long. Leonard against Powell. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the LA Clippers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Hardaway on the wing, along with Finney-Smith. Big men on the floor. It's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. The offensive rebound.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Jackson passes to Leonard. Here he goes. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
And there was a slight panic in LA when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
And Brent, some interesting family history here. Your dad, Rick, brother John, and you all ended your careers playing for the Houston Rockets.
The next time, Kevin, that you and I are broadcasting a game in Houston, I'll walk you across the street to the Barry Cemetery, and we'll take a look at the headstone.
Hardaway against Leonard. Down low. Here's Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Shoots from the corner. Shot clock reset for Dallas. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Almost, but it rolls out. Clippers leading by 4. On the wing, George. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Leonard attacking from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Finney-Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. To the paint. Guarded by Hardaway. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Doncic against Jackson, and Doncic gets it to go.
And that's the way to close. Once Doncic has this type of look, game over.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He is certainly playing at an elite level. EA, thank you. The three from Porzingis. No good that time, and it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Headed by Porzingis. The shot by George, wide open. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got the lead up to 5 now for the Clippers. Powell with it. George picks him up. 46 seconds left in the first half. Powell finds Doncic. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway, no good. Clippers leading by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Zubac the pass to George. Back to Zubac. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And both free throws good for Zubac. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Doncic outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
They came in prepared. The offense is firing on all cylinders. You love the patience, the flow, very efficient, valuing possession.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
So for the Clippers right now, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. A different look for the Clippers. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Ibaka finds Kennard. 6 to shoot. Back to Ibaka. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Brown outside. Now Brunson. Passes it to Kleba. It's good.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Kennard kicks to Batum. It's Bledsoe on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Here's Mann. Offensive rebound. Pass to Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Mavericks trail. Driving the lane. The shot's good from Brunson. Brunson's got his first basket.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Kennard, the pass to Batum. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looks like plenty of room.
Brown kicks to Brunson. Puts one up from 19. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He'd love to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Back to Batum and taken away by Brown. Fast break Dallas.
2 minutes.
And here's Bullock from the arc. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker at the break. And the jam by Bledsoe.
Can't lose sight of Bledsoe out there in a blur. He's so good in transition.
Brunson scanning the floor. And it's Bullock in the corner. It's good from long range. Bullock's got the lead up to 2 now for the Mavs.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so here is Dallas. Here's Ibaka. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Brown the pass to Kleba. Here's Bullock. Banked in off the glass. And now a 4-point Dallas lead.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Bledsoe. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Don't want to give Bledsoe an open lane. That's inviting some trouble.
This is his first free throw of the game. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks leading by 3. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Bullock. He's got 5. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
.35 seconds left in the third. Left side, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Bullock missing.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. With the drive, man, and it's blocked by Brown. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
to the left wing. Here's the teardrop.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Mavericks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Finney Smith in at the forward with Porzingis as the other. The guard pair, it's Doncic and Hardaway. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The pass to Mann. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Mann's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Left side, Hardaway. And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Did it feel like Porzingis knew there was a defender there? Man, he just brushed him off.
George with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Porzingis can't hit. The Clippers trail. Pass to Leonard. And here is Zubats. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Doncic, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. With the shot. Dallas again missing.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Dishes to George. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Mavericks on D. It's a 1-point game. Leonard dishes to George. Clock at 4 from the arc. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Doncic outside. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Porzingis showing a little strength down low that time. You can't get upset at the D for being physical with him on that play.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The other impressive part about their offense tonight has been their ability to get inside off the bounce. Lots of points in there.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
Goodbye, Porzingis. Back to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 4.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. Makes it off the glass.
How about the poise from Doncic right there? He ups the ante when it's a critical possession here in the game.
Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Right side George. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, your best players want to take on the burden come clutch time, and Paul George carrying the weight right now.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Doncic. The 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. The pass to Hardaway. Powell with it. Zubac defending. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
At the line for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And that technical foul changes the complexion of this one. Now, just a one-possession game.
Doncic outside. Dallas no good that time either.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Doncic with the steal. No good.
Because of Paul George's athleticism, he can do a...
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole...
featuring the Denver Nuggets as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. Alongside Allie, take it away.
Hey, Brian. Nikola Jokic said, quote,
"Great stuff, Allie. Thanks." Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Hassan Whiteside and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Eric Bledsoe and the Los Angeles Clippers. And so let's take a look at the starters for the Denver Nuggets. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Mavericks, Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. And it's Powell in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that. Well, you know, coming off knee surgery last season, Porzingis got off to a slow start, literally. And he struggled to move his feet defensively, and even offensively he struggled. It takes a lot of time to get back to full strength when you're coming off that much missed time and that kind of injury. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Gordon on the take. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Mark, it was rumored that the Mavericks explored the market for Porzingis last season.
Well, we know how good he can be when he's healthy, B.A. The question has been, can he stay healthy? And that's been a challenge for him thus far, and that may have led to some of those rumors you heard.
As a player, Clark, it must be hard to keep your emotions in check on opening night.
Yeah, more of a relief than anything else, B.A., especially after you've been around for a couple of years. I only played the equivalent of 5 years, so I only had a handful of opening nights, but always special. And even as a broadcaster, I think it's exciting to see the start of a new season, because that hope that everybody has is palpable.
On the wing, Porter. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Jokic's shot is good.
Around the hoop, Nikola is deadly. Great touch from Jokic there.
Pass to Powell. And here's Hardaway. Good work defensively by Gordon. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. And it's Hardaway on the take. Powell outside. From the wing, Doncic, no good.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Porter against Powell. Into the lane. Porter gets the bucket.
Like a lot of players, Porter Jr. is at his best when he's playing downhill, playing with speed, attacking the rim.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Porter with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Gordon finds Porter. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Porter. It's all knotted up.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Here's Powell. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Barton outside. It's Jokic, high post. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 7 so far. To the paint. Here's Doncic. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Doncic has got his second basket of the game. Here's Barton. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
When a guy has a 7'6" wingspan like Porzingis does, it's just tough to get away from him or get by him. That allows him to block a lot of shots.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
Gordon with a steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Barton. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Doncic passes to Powell. Outside Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Doncic. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Now here's Gordon. Doncic pulls down the board. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the middle. Here's Powell. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Jokic. Barton attacking. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
Doncic with it. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
And Denver has possession. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, up by 4. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
One thing I've also noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off turnovers.
On the court for the Nuggets, Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards, and it's Jokic in it to 5. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Porzingis. Powell, left side. Shot clock at 6. Here's Finney-Smith. From outside, off the mark. Denver in the lead. And here's Porter outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Porter's got 5 now.
You know, I think this is a shot Porter Jr. has to continue to knock down, because after all, he's out there to stretch the floor, so he's got to cash in from there.
Now here's Doncic. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And one thing that talent evaluators wondered about with Doncic coming in, was he quick enough to play point guard? And in case you're wondering how that worked out, the answer is yes, in bold capital letters.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting 1 free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or 2. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Yeah, those are good questions. We'll see, Allie. Thank you. Porter gets the bucket. And for the Mavericks scouts, there was never any question. Luka Doncic was born to quarterback an offense.
Boy, he sees the game 2 frames ahead, VA. I mean, he's got the ball on the string. He's got great size. I think he's a blend of Magic and Kidd when you think about how he sees the floor. They weren't the quickest either, but like Luka, they got where they wanted to when they needed to.
Doncic against Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Doncic outside. Back to Hardaway. Powell with it, and Jokic picks him up defensively. Pass to Finney-Smith. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Here's Barton. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And Doncic launches from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Doncic has got 9.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, You got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
Hardaway against Barton. Pass to Porzingis. 1:16 left to play in the second quarter. And a nice finish on the layup.
Kristaps did not get thrown off by the contact. He's just too big and long, too determined as well.
A clear look for Murray. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
And we haven't seen them pound the ball inside and draw as much contact this quarter.
Yeah, that's a good observation on your part. Fewer free throw attempts for them this quarter. And the danger is they can't afford to get too comfortable out there because they've got the lead. Otherwise, it might start to get away from them.
It's a one-on-one situation. Finney Smith with it. Now Porter defending. From deep, here's Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barton. Pass to Jokic. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Look, this package that Jokic has, instinct, length, timing, you don't have to jump really high if you've got those things working for you to be effective as a rebounder.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
And Jokic throws it down.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. For the Nuggets, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, I like
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, one guy who's been getting it done is Luka Doncic.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
Maxi Kleber out there with Moses Brown. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Brown in at the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Pass to Brunson. No luck on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Clark, a lot's been made of small ball in the NBA, but you look at the teams making deep playoff runs, and they've got size.
Well, I think you need both. I think you need a combination of size and skill, and you also need a nice blend of youth and experience. All of that makes for championship caliber teams. But the game of basketball is always going to be a game of skill, and size can enhance that skill.
Brown, and a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Brown's got his first basket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Morris. Back to Rivers. From deep. That shot is off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. 90 seconds into the second half now. Outside Brunson. To the inside. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. Pushing it up now.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Outside Brunson. Left side, Brown. The three is up. It's rebounded by Rivers. Denver in the lead.
Despite being the consensus college player of the year back in 2018, Jalen Brunson wasn't drafted until the second round. No surprise he's made himself into a quality NBA player, though. Great IQ and hard work has paid off.
Kleba down low. The putback. It's good on the putback. Brown's gotten 4 this quarter.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Morris for 3. They get it back. Knocks it loose. Now Brunson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Oh, nice shot by Brown. Now just a 3-point Denver lead. And 2 national titles at Villanova for Jalen Brunson. Mark, why do you think he slipped to the second round?
Well, it's hard to say, B.A. You know, the draft is more art than science, and guys slip for whatever reason. But if you're a pro and you get into a situation where you can prove how good you are, then you'll hang around in the league. Great college players may not have star potential, but he's truly a long-time NBA pro.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And there's 1:38 left in the third. And he gets it back. And that one drops.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Back to Brunson. It's Brown on the wing. Down low. Shot is good by Kleba. Kleba's got his first points of the night.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
Inside. Back to Morris. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Down low. Brown with the steal. Outside, Brown. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. To the inside, Najee, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Kleba against Green. And finished off by Kleba.
Did you see that? That was one of the best moves I've ever seen.
Picture perfect execution. He was focused and refused to be denied.
And finishes with force. Boy, you got to love that.
This for the tie. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. No good. Misses at the buzzer. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Nuggets on top, leading by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Denver, Murray and Barton the guards. Porter Jr. the small forward with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And finished off by Kleba.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And it's a completely new group here for the Mavericks. Porter's shot is off.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
To take the lead. And no problem from Hardaway as he finishes at the rim. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Tip your hat to Hardaway Jr. there, guys. I mean, even in the face of aggressive defense, he stays focused and delivers.
Here's Porter. With the tip, Doncic grabs a miss. Dallas shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Here's Powell. Poke loose. Hardaway, the pass to Porzingis. And the shot goes.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Martin attacking. And Porzingis with the block. And he drives in. And Doncic hammers it home.
Capable of slicing his way to the basket. All Doncic needs is a slipper.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Looking to end the run. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Doncic. The rebound by Murray. For Denver, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Here's Jokic. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
To the middle. Martin with a steal. Goes back up. And it's Jokic laying it in. Jokic has got 5 points now this quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. There's the triple. Dallas again missing. The Nuggets have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. And here's Porter outside. Now pulls it in. Dallas got 4 rebounds now. Porzingis with it. Now Porter defending. Murray against Hardaway. From downtown. And Gordon with the big finish.
Good to see Gordon coming through with the big basket. I mean, he's no stranger to these high-intensity moments.
Right side, Finney-Smith. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds in the game. 1:36 left in the final quarter.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Doncic with the bucket.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Jokic against Powell. And he got the whistle. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
All right, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Porter.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Kleba's checked in.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. As we head down the stretch, he said to his team, quote, "We can win this. I believe in you guys, but we have to make some plays because we know they're going to." Back to you.
Pass to Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. Again, Doncic missing.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And here's Porter outside. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Porter is all in on the offensive end. Never missing a chance to give his team a boost.
Porzingis. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
Well,
You know what, guys? You want the ball in Porzingis' hands in clutch moments. Why? He's an impact player.
Here's Murray. Hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
Kicks it to Doncic. From deep. Denver grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 11. Takes a three. Murray, no good. From deep three-point range, no good there. So it's Denver picking up the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at point guard. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Outside, George, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Well, Smitty, opening day is upon us. You excited for the new season?
I am, Kevin. First of all, you love seeing the new rookie class, how they fit in. Second, a lot of these teams with a lot of trades and moving parts, and some of these franchises that have acquired new coaches.
Now here's Murray. Passes to Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Porter against Jackson. He feeds it to Leonard. And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Here's Barton. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Pass to Gordon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D. And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics, but at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
Good on the triple.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Now here's Murray to the inside, and Jokic throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Right, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
Out of bounds, Denver takes possession. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Porter kicks to Murray. Launches a 3. Porter with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's Murray. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And you can't fall asleep against Murray, especially when he's got great interior positioning. The D has got to be better.
Now here's Jackson. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the
fires from the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Porter looking it over. Back to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Back to Jackson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Porter. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And you watch Porter unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
And he knocks down the first one. And the team has talked Greg about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season.
Oh, okay. Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Barton against George. Barton passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Outside, George. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Leading by 5. For 3, Murray controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
George looking over the floor. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They've gotten a lot of high-quality shots in the paint early on. That was clearly part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
Here's Porter. The shot, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Jackson in the corner. Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Murray the pass to Porter. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And now the fast break. George with the ball. They get it back to the left side wing. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. Outside Leonard. Here's Zubac. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
And Kawhi, one of the top players in the league. The question for many is if he's in the top 3 or not.
I don't know, GA. I think it's pretty hard to name more than 3 players who are definitively better than Kawhi. I'll say this, he's an elite talent.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Going inside, and then Leonard with the dunk.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Barton passes to Jokic. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And George kicks to Zubac. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Martin from outside, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
Jackson passes to Zubac. The putback, it's good on the putback. Jackson's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The pass to Murray. And that one is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Jokic against Zubac. From deep, George. The second chance points on the tip in. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Zubac against Murray. Outside for George. He's off on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Pass to George. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer. George has got 5 now. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Pass to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. For the 3. And Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 7. Leonard with the steal. Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Murray for 3. Barton surveying the floor to the middle. And that one's good. Jokic. He's got 8.
And how about taking the contact on the way up? Jokic doesn't shy away from an aggressive defense.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 16 points and 1 rebound.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton, and it's Porter at the 3 spot.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Murray against Jackson. Greg, you've got a unique view of the league, not just a former player, but great broadcaster, courtside all these games, but also as a father. So what's that journey been like?
It's been surreal, Kevin. You know, anytime you have a child that has a passion for something you're passionate about, it creates a special bond. And to be able to watch him live out his journey has been incredible. And what a blessing I would wish we'd all get to have that experience in some capacity.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. Ibaka, no luck. The Nuggets trail by 5. Rivers kicks to Morris. Good on the three-point shot.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morris finds Green. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And it's been wonderful to watch Rivers develop into a veteran leader.
And he understands his role is evolving. The need to set an example for younger players. That said, he still plays with a huge chip on his shoulder.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
A nice shot by Rivers.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Bledsoe against Morris. Now the pass to Kennard. Lets it go with a 3. That shot off. And Denver the other way now. Here's Rivers. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Rivers has got 5 points now this quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Pass to Kennard. Dishes it to Ibaka. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. No good from the wing.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
The Nuggets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Zeke Magic.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Clippers. It's a 3-point game. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Ibaka outside. He dishes it to Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in, and the shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Drives to the hoop. Passes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run, and it's good on the way in. George has got 7.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Here's Dozier. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Bledsoe kicks to George. There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. The dish to Batum. Back to George. It's rebounded by Dozier.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Over to the left wing. Najee passes to Dozier. On the wing, Morris. Here's Najee. Defended by Batum. Najee, good. Najee's got 6 in the quarter.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
8 seconds left to play here in the third. Ibaka right side. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. The Nuggets on top as they wrap up the third quarter with a massive 16-4 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the... And let's take a listen now to Coach Tyronn Lue.
Hey, we got to get more physical down the other end, man. We got to get some stuff.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Paul George. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Man in at the 3, the small forward. And the Clippers call time here. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Man. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famers David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Clippers trail by 3. Kicks it to Jackson. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Leonard the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Pass to Porter. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The Clippers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Outside for Jackson, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when you're talking about a game down the stretch.
Murray against Jackson, and it's Murray with the jam.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Defended by Gordon, and George kicks to Leonard. Back to George. Driving to... Oh!
No, he didn't. Nice recognition from Paul George there. Understanding the shot clock situation and cashing in.
Stolen by Jackson. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. Murray scanning the floor. Over Jackson. Tips it up. Jokic on the follow. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And that's just good physical play by Jokic. Goes hard on the offensive glass there for the second chance hoop.
Barton against George. George double team. 5 on the clock. Outside Leonard to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Inside, Leonard with the steal. It's 2-on-1. For the finish, and the dunk by Zubac.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And Aaron Gordon, that's the whistle that's out. That's his first foul. The Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside, George. Back to Jackson. And George now top of the key. Out left to the wing. To take the lead.
And look at how well Jokic uses that size defensively there with a great contest on the shot.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Here's Leonard, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Murray finds Barton. Porter in the corner. Back to Barton. Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
On the wing, George. And stolen by Barton. Gordon the pass to Murray from 12 feet out. The putback, great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
Now Leonard. To the paint, Jokic with the steal. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Barton, wide open, he fires. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Barton's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets. George dishes to Leonard. Back to George, looking to end the run. The Clippers rebound. Zubac. The shot by George, wide open. With nobody on him, he parries the jumper.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
So we see Denver get the win here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific Took.
closing it out in overtime. My career with Thomas Davion gives up the lead to an Ingles jumper. That hurts. But wait, with less than 2 seconds, the full court pass and the win. That is saucy. Sauce Castillo.
Up next, the Mavericks taking on the Clippers. For Dallas, the chance to start the year right with a win on the road. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Wednesday, it'll be the Sacramento Kings coming into town. Now, a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Hardaway on the wing, along with Finney-Smith. Big men on the floor, it's Porzingis and Powell. And it's Doncic in at the point. And for Los Angeles, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Leonard in at the 3. George. Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for the Mavericks. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis, and the layup's good off the glass. And we're at the beginning of a long NBA season, Doris, for a team looking to go the distance. What's the single most important thing to establish early?
Probably, Kevin, the commitment to the collective. You know, there's always going to be new faces. How do you integrate those personalities? Can you get everyone on the same page at the outset? Understand some nights some guys may play, maybe not the next night. Are you committed to the team? Don't sleep on Paul George's verticality. How nice was that finish?
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Takes it inside. Basket good.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Powell dishes to Doncic. From deep. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And you know you're special when you're drafted third and people still can't believe you slipped that far. That's how good Doncic has been in his young career.
Driving inside. Hardaway with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Feeds to George. Shot from the wing. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. And Greg, at the time of the 2018 draft, Luka Doncic was regarded as the best international prospect ever.
And that sounds right because, you know, coming from Europe, a lot of people assume that he's got a low ceiling, but he's surpassing all those expectations. And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith.
2 minutes remaining.
Out to Doncic. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Doncic passes to Powell. Doncic against Zubats. And that one's good. Doncic. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's George, and George with the stuff.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. Woo-hoo, that was nicely done.
Outside Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to George. And the pass to Jackson. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. 6 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Well, get to the mid-range game. A 3-level score. Paul George, yes, sir.
Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Powell against Zubac. Doncic draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the hoop and the harm. Luka Doncic, the finish, and he'll get an opportunity to add to that.
Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. "20 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night. Cauley Stein passes to Doncic. Back to Cauley Stein. Great D that time from Leonard.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Well, this is the kind of effort you want to see from Luka Doncic. We know how good he is offensively. Right there playing solid D.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the points. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. They double him with George. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. Out to Doncic. There's the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 13.
Doncic loves the ability to respond with a 3. That is tough.
Back to George. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Marjanovic checked in for the Mavericks. Jackson passes to Zubac. Back to Jackson. High post, Zubac. Marjanovic on him. Leonard. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Finney-Smith. He's covered by Leonard. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. A nice shot by George. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Allow Paul George loose in fast break situations. He's an absolute force in the open floor.
Porzingis king it over. Back to Doncic. Poked away. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Marjanovic down low, working on Zubac. Now here's Marjanovic. Zubac defending, just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Leonard. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Pass to Doncic. It wasn't too long ago, Doris, that people referred to the NBA as a point guard league. Think that's still the case?
I don't, Kevin. When you look across the league right now, the best players come from across positions. You've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, not a point guard. You might describe him as a point forward, but you could describe him in many ways. Nikola Jokic, the reigning MVP, is a center, but really he's a point center. LeBron James remains one of the most dangerous guys in the league. Kevin Durant will go down as one of the great scorers in history and really a much better defender than given credit for it. So, no, I'd say the golden age of point guards is over.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Now Marjanovic. Zubac's defending. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Gets a very good look and converts. And that's 15 points for Luka Doncic. Jackson against Doncic. Jackson passes to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the charity stripe, Paul George.
And George drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
46 seconds left in the second quarter. The 3 for Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Plenty of space, and that's good for 2. Leonard's got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Outside Hardaway. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. That quarter. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He ended up with 19 points and 2 rebounds. It was a return to form for him tonight after struggling in their last out. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
I like what they're doing.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Brown. Brown out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bullock in at the shooting guard position. Brown kicks to Brunson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Kennard with the ball. Another shot. Passes to Mann. Fires the 3. Kleber with the rebound.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Brown the pass to Kleber. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Kennard, the pass to Bledsoe. Now, here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. Bledsoe kicks to Kennard. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Brunson. How he performed last season. Last season, put up about 12 points per game. 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Back to Brown. Out to the wing. Brunson the pass to Brown. Lays it up off the glass.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. And there's the pass to Kennard. His three-pointers off the mark.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
A shot by Batum, no good.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Kleba, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the power forward, Maxi Kleba, out of Wurzburg, Germany. The same hometown. Doris, you know this is NBA legend Dirk Nowitzki.
That's exactly right. And Kleba, a very good defensive player. You might say the opposite strength from Dirk. But Kleba has worked really hard to become a capable shooter in his own right.
Brunson the pass to Brown. Now here's Bullock. Kennard covering. Brown kicks to Brunson. Brown outside. Back to Brunson. From downtown. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers leading by 14. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Back to Kennard. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. No good. Dallas has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. They get it again. Brown kicks to Bullock. Kleba with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Back to Kleba. Second chance shot. That shot off. Great D that time from Batum. And Maxi Kleba is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jalen Brunson.
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Bledsoe passes to Mann. Vaca against Brown. Bledsoe kicks to Kennard. At the elbow, Batum. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Eric Bledsoe has the frame and the game to convert on the interior. Nicely done.
Pass to Kleba. Deflects the pass. Back to Kennard. The 3. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side Hardaway. Here's Kleba. It's good. Kleba's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Kennard. There's the drive. And no good that time.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Okay, Luke Kennard, we see you rocking the rim. My goodness, a little bounce.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Tyronn Lue. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Los Angeles leading by 16. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Kennard. Baca is out there with Batum. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's man in at the 3. Kleber with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Brown the pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Kleber inside, guarded by Bledsoe. The Clippers shooting around 60% of the night. Amazing work offensively so far. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Moses Brown. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Sterling Brown. And Doncic is subbed in for Reggie Bullock. Outside, Porzingis. Shoots over Zubac. Back to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
Outside, Jackson passes it to George. George double teamed. Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. And the pass to Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. Outside Hardaway. Here's Doncic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
George with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
Paul George is very difficult to contain on a dribble drive. He's got length, handle, and size. Good luck.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Pulls up. Misses the wing jam.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Pass to Leonard. And last season, All-Stars, Greg, missing 19% of their available games. With the shortened off-seasons, are you concerned about the toll it takes?
You are, but this offseason maybe not as painfully short as the last one. And in these tough times, some sacrifices are made, no doubt. Health, perhaps, one of the biggest.
Here's Finney-Smith. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on George.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
And he gets it to go. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Now Leonard. He takes it in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 21.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
George looking over the floor. The tray. They grab their own miss. Zubac kicks to George. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Doncic. No coverage that time. And the Clippers lead by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Paul George.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team.
Doncic, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
Well, no doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Outside for Jackson, lets the three fly, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
The shot by Powell, no good. Here's the Clippers. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And here's George for three. The shot missing. Here's Finney Smith. No good there.
Boy, how about the hustle from Marcus Morris getting into the space of the shooter? That's nice.
So it's lost.
Thanks very much, Kawhi, the defense.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Dave.
King Jordan 2K, welcome back to 2K TV. Earlier in the day, we talked to you because you were so close to reaching legend. Give us an update on your current status.
We hit it. We hit the big level 40.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, man.
And I can now finally get some sleep.
On the western edge of the high. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Luka and Hardaway, they make up the backcourt. Finney-Smith at small forward with Porzingis at the 4. And it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Nuggets, Murray and Barton, the guards. Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. And it's Jokic in at the 5 spot. Murray, no good. And Dallas with possession.
And as a leader, Murray is vocal. Talks to his teammates up and down the floor, and he pushes everyone, and they tend to follow. A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now here's Jokic. They grab their own miss.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Back to Doncic. Sinks that one from the post. And Murray's vocal to the opposition as well.
He's used to the trash talking. I mean, he loves to challenge people. I mean, does it cross the line at times? Well, it depends on who you're talking to.
Porter with it. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Here's Gordon. Porzingis grabs the board.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And here's Porter outside. Denver the rebound. Gordon the pass to Jokic. Will it go? And the dunk by Jokic.
Oh, Air Serbia. Jokic up there.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Murray against Doncic. Left side, Finney-Smith. And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Now here's Doncic. Hits the trifecta. Doncic has got 5 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And here's Doncic outside. Barton pulls it in. The Nuggets trail. Fires the 3. Murray, no good. Dallas has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. And Doncic launches from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Give him 8. Another season underway for the NBA. Grant, was there an opening night that sticks out in your mind?
Well, for me, rookie year opening night is always special. Came out the gates 25, 10, and 5. Of course, 2004 was special, too, after not playing the entire previous year.
Denver has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Murray finds Jokic. Going inside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Yeah, Jokic on the drive, and what a great finish.
Hardaway against Barton. Hardaway, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Barton pulls it in. Well, the Nuggets shooting an unremarkable 30% in the first. Here's Jokic. Up again. Barton outside. And here's Porter outside after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
You feel like there's nowhere on the floor where you can really get away from Michael Porter Jr. 3 ball goes that time.
Outside, Finney-Smith. Here's Doncic. Here's Powell. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Hardaway against Barton. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Again, Doncic missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And Jokic throws it down.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for the Mavericks. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Mavericks.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
Porter Jr., the small forward, with Gordon holding down the 4. Murray and Barton, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets shooting only 36% so far in this game. You know, one thing Porter's been working on, finishing off contact.
Yeah, defenders body him up whenever possible. He's young, so it's not easy to add a lot of muscle. But once he does, his game should reach another level at both ends of the floor.
And Doncic, here we go. Porter pulls it in.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Murray, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Kicks it to Doncic. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play. Here's Powell. Hey, expanding his range. The rebound by Murray. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
You just don't say it much for a center, but a high basketball IQ from Jokic might be his greatest strength.
Now here's Hardaway. Inside. It's Powell, high post, working on Jokic. To the middle. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Knocked away. Hardaway, the pass to Doncic. Looking to get back on track. That shot off the mark. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Barton. Back to Jokic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jokic just got 12.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Hardaway against Barton. Hardaway into the lane, and that one is hammered home.
Tim Hardaway Jr. with the ball on the floor there, very decisive to get in there on that move.
Outside Murray. Can't hit that one, and the Mavericks going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. They'll face the Jazz after this game. That'll be at home. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court.
2 minutes.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8. That one's good for 2. Now it's a 3-point Dallas lead.
Fearless play by Doncic in the paint. Ready to do whatever it takes to find his shot.
Here's Gordon. Soft touch off the glass.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area, huh?
To the inside. Outside Hardaway. 1:25 left in the first half. And here we go. The Nuggets on the fast break. Powell with a steal. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, no need to settle for a layup with Porzingis inside at that size. That's an easy jam.
Pass to Porter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. 5th on the list, Luka Doncic.
Not a lot of guys had better vision on the floor than him. He was able to see passing lanes and ready shooters no one else could.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Porzingis misses.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
The Mavericks leading. There's the foul. It'll go on Tim Hardaway. That's his first foul.
That's a bad turnover right there. But aside from that one, I think they've done a good job controlling the pace and the ball during the game.
Now here's Jokic. He's got 12. Missed inside.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Murray against Doncic. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
With elite passing skills and court vision, Doncic is an advanced distributor for his age.
And again, Denver no good. Up top, Powell. Comes up empty down low.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Moses Brown is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Reggie Bullock. And it's Brown in at the small forward. And the jam by Brown.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
It's Bullock on the wing. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Mavericks lead by 9. And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights in your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
Brown, great positioning on the putback.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
There's the steal. Here's Najee. Chalk up 2 there.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And last season, a new entity, NBA Africa, created to handle all business on the continent. Grant, you're an investor. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, it's so exciting, B.A. First of all, the game of basketball growing all over the world, and particularly on the continent in Africa. So I think it's not only great from a financial standpoint, but you're creating opportunities for the league, and you're exposing people to Africa to this beautiful game. I think it's a win-win, and I'm so excited.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
Second team foul.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Morris down low. Brunson defending. Morris can't hit.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
Brown finds Brunson. Out to Kleba. 5 to shoot. Over Green. Kleba's shot is off.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Up top, Brown. Outside, Brown. Pass to Kleba. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. The Nuggets have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Rivers. And it's off from three-point range. The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Now Kleba. From deep. Dallas, no good that time either. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And B.A., they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
In 2016, the NBA Players Association made history, voting to extend health insurance to retired players with at least 3 years of service. Chris Paul said, quote, "They paved the way for our game. This is just the little that we could do. Whenever my tenure is up as president of the union, that will be easily the greatest achievement." Brian?
Boy, that is big time, Allie. Good stuff there. Thank you for that. Morris passes to Green. That shot, no good. Oh, great D that time from Kleba. Pass to Brunson. The 3 is up. And it's Denver with a rebound. After this one, they're off to Los Angeles to take on the Clippers. That'll be the first leg of just a 2-game trip for them.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he drops a first. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Brown.
2 shots.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Well, a high-level floor general is what you get in Monte Morris, who's out there creating and not turning it over.
Here's Boyd. Back to Kleba. And finished off by Kleba.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Green. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for your Nuggets.
And both free throws good for Green. There's 14 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Doncic against Morris. Here's the 3. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 13.
Because opponents have to respect his passing so much, a lot of times the three-pointer is there for Doncic if he wants it.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. We'll be right.
Raising a shot. No hit.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. The Nuggets trail. On the perimeter, Barton and Porter Jr. Down low, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Good.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. The three. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul of the game. And for Denver, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Porter, the pass to Gordon. Murray against Doncic. And it's Murray off the drive with the putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Beautiful effort on that tip-in. High activity level is part and parcel of his game.
Powell with it. Barton covering. And here's Doncic outside. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Porter. That one off the back iron and out. The Mavericks leading. Powell passes to Doncic. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
And after adding 16 pounds of muscle during the 2019 offseason, Porzingis handles contact so much better. Great finish inside.
Barton against Doncic. They get the rebound. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gordon's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
He had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. Hardaway finds Doncic. Right side Porzingis. Clock at 2. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
An open look for Porter, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. And so he draws the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And he really made his presence felt on the inside. Just so active and looking all game long for openings. And he found them by scoring a lot of baskets by slashing to the hoop.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Paulie Stein's checked in.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Outside Finney-Smith. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Porzingis against Porter. And Gordon with the basket on the assist by Porter. Gordon's got 6 here in the quarter.
And nice to see Michael Porter Jr. making the decision to share some of the offensive load and not force it.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Looking to end this cold spell. And it's Doncic missing.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. The shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Murray passes to Porter. Now Gordon. Oh, Cauley-Stein with the block.
Cauley-Stein in great position to reject that shot.
And that one's good for Porzingis. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Dallas.
Oh, their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking quite a few as well.
They have not wasted any time here tonight. They've pushed it whenever they've had the opportunity and have gotten a lot of fast break points out of it.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Doncic up top. He's guarded by Porter. Doncic outside. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And the jam by Cauley-Stein.
Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
There's the foul. It's on Will Barton. That's his first foul.
That's just poor clock management defensively.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They're trailing by 2. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
In this situation, you go all in for a steal off the inbounds pass. If they can't get one, they've got to foul and send them to the line.
Outside Hardaway. And stolen by Jokic. A 3 from the inbound. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. And this was an emotional win for them.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
you